How y'all doing out there? I want to give a PSA announcement. This is Nico B from the Black Effect. For men who are like Will Smith, nothing wrong with defending your wife. And, we all know that that's, as men, we all get that we have a certain protection mechanism. Same, it doesn't just happen for your wife. We learned this first with our mother. You know what I'm saying? So it's not unique. The Lord say you leave your family, your mother and father, then you cling to your wife. So that's your family after that, your kids, and there's nothing wrong with defending your family. But for the men who react like Will Smith when it comes to people talking about someone in a family, like, because this could go for someone talking about your sister or something like that. Like, it could go like that. Either way, your wife, whoever, making a joke about, for you to react like that, bro, you need to keep your women in pocket. You need to get them out of the public. You need to get control of your household, because in actuality, you've lost control a long time ago. And I'm not talking about Will Smith specifically, but you could look at his situation and assess for yourself. If you a man who really, you can't be like Moneybagg Yo. No offense, I'm not trying to single him out, but his woman is out in the public shaking butt and revealing herself and shaking booty all on dudes. I don't care if the dude gay. She out here, getting wild and loose and showing niggas her private, herself, revealing clothes all on social media, out here or doing media. Like, if you my woman and you really want to hold it, it goes both ways. If you willing to slap or go risk your life, like, now I know in Will Smith case, he knew Chris Rock wasn't gonna do nothing. But if you have men who in jail right now for calling themselves defending a woman, and I mean what they'll do is, because they woman, a nigga man call a woman a bitch, they woman is out of pocket. They bitch is out of pocket because she's unstable and can't get along with people and piss everybody off. Don't nobody like her. And she get into it with everybody because of that, and you feel like you gotta defend your woman. You going getting into it with everybody. I don't care what race you are. That's gonna end you in a cemetery. Facts. Like, and then your woman just like all the jail. And when you in jail, all the cemetery, she gonna be sleeping with somebody else. Somebody else gonna be bagging and tagging her. And see, the thing, now I am talking about Will Smith. The thing with him, is worse. I find this very, very troubling and peculiar, is that your woman, like, she's out here in full on relationships with other people. She ain't worried about defending you. She not worried about that. And then she come out and say it in the public. She not worried about defending you. And she also, and she can't take a joke. She come out here and she come out here with the baldy, but not confident with the baldy. Put a wig on. Pardon me. We seen Woo. Put that same wig that you had in Woo on. We seen the Nutty Professor put that same wig on. But you go out here and can't take a joke, and then look at, and trying to look at him like he's supposed to go put physical hands on a man. This one, bruh, look, I'm not going to even keep harping on that same stupid situation. But it's one thing if a person is heckling nothing. She was in the movie Nutty Professor. It's very ironic. It's life imitating art for real. Cause it's like, it would be one thing if the dude, Chris Rock, was heckling you just constantly, he didn't move along. He was already moving along. The joke was over. He was like, that's light. That's it. I'm moving along, but you can't take a joke. So you get him and so you look at him to try to put the battery in his back to go physically assault the man. And then you got the troubling thing to me is you got a lot of women who like, oh yeah, that's what you do. That's how you do it. That's the right thing. Look, if the man Chris Rock, what if the dude is Will Smith was coming up there and he smacked him and then Chris Rock just hit him in the head with the mic stand. And niggas was in there rumbling. He hit him in the head with the mic stand and then Will Smith fell and hit his head and killed him. Women don't know, people don't understand and that's why I say, if it's gonna be like that, women, and I'm talking to any woman in society who wanna go off and cop that independent role at the same time, then if it's gonna be like that, you need to revert. You need to go ahead and give men they due respect. Give them their due respect, and then you need to change. You need to humble yourself. And if you're in a relationship with a man, ain't no disrespect. You the one disrespecting him the most, making him feel insecure. That's why he got her acting like, Snap. He can't take a joke. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no peace. Now, if you want because men do this naturally, that's what they bring to the table. That's why it don't matter, and that's why black men don't even want to hear nothing from when he's trying to be bashed all day from the rhetoric from some of these dusty black women. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear none of that, because what y'all won't do is die for this. You understand? Which Jada ain't gonna do. Like, that low down dirty Shane stuff was a movie. Niggas was feeling that because they thought, that's the way she really was. Nah. But we looking, niggas looking for that. You heard Jada kissing the locks. I need a ride or die shit. You feel me? It don't matter all these looks and stuff, niggas. You gonna ride or die. You gonna get down for it. If you ain't gonna do nothing, then don't expect me to do all that. Now again, I don't want to be around some woman who always getting into it with everybody, because that woman is gonna end you up dead. They say in the Bible, they say it's better to be in the corner of a housetop than I'm talking about just on the corner of the roof than in the house with a clamorous woman, a woman who always nagging and loud and boisterous. It's been women in the Bible, man, who they were beautiful women, and pardon me. Yeah, but if you look at when Abraham was traveling with his wife in the Bible, she was a beautiful woman, and he told her when they was traveling in Egypt, he told her to say that she was his sister, so they'll treat him well. Back in the day, nigga, if you coming through with a beautiful woman and you ain't got nobody protection or something like that, you ain't got a force to protect and hold what you got. Just like with anything you have, your goods, niggas will pillage your goods. You know what I mean? And she did that to hold him down in order to allow him to be treated well. She did that for him, and she bent to it and to what his will and what he needed her to do. And see, that's the thing. Like, women, Jada Pinkett ain't, and women like that. Well, you have to bend to your man's will. You understand? And if you do that, no pun intended, if you do that, then in turn, and I'm not trying to pick on them, again, I hope they are Christian, God-fearing people and they pray. And if you pray, that's one thing couples need. If you married, why are you married anyway and you not praying and doing things like that? Marriage come from, is a Christian theme. It's from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The God, I told you in the last video, God said you should leave your mother and then cling your mother and father and cling to your wife. So it's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I said that previously, but it is what it is, man. It's like, if you're gonna do that, keep your woman in pocket. Like, this stuff, it doesn't match up in the world today. The actions of one group or some people and what they want from another, that's very phony and fake to me. That's unfair. Men shouldn't be offering all this protection and things like that, and I'm willing to go kill. But now I say, now this is his wife. I mean, okay, But again, if your manner of defending your wife or defending people you love is from is you, it's like the narrative is just like, I don't know what people like, defense from what, like you saying disrespect. Now these are words you're saying, so you every time again. Now that's fine. In a perfect world, no one would disrespect anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like no one would feel disrespected again. But I don't think nobody want to worry about comedy or, or flavor or things like that. It just niggas is robots or something. Like again, it's all on how you take, or what you take as disrespect. Because you see, he was like in the comedy, in the whatever, the award show, Chris Rock was roasting another couple before that, and they were having fun with that. It's just all on how personal and I'm sorry, alopecia, no, it don't warrant that. It just don't. That goes to show you it's something else there. And anybody with a little bit of mustard seed of discernment can see that. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I have a threshold. Like, that was all we did back in the day, and when I was in high school, man, that's all. You ask anybody who know me, man, well, that's all we did, man. Some of the best to do, nigga, roast you in a second. You had to be super fly, nigga, in school. Flawless. I'm talking about head to toe dress. I'm talking about cut right, nigga, everything. Niggas is gonna roast you. We was picking anything, and that's just how it was, but I'm not saying that none of that's right, but that's in Chris Rock case and people like that. It's comedy, man. Dave Chappelle, comedy, man. Parodies of people. Don't get it. That's like Prince rolling up on him, Lord rest the dead, man, or somebody like, somebody from SNL who they done a skit on. Like, they done a skit on 50 Cent. It's like 50 Cent rolling up on Pete Davidson, choking him to death. And like, nigga, you talked about me, nigga. And just left him. And would you be like, oh shit, he did the right thing? How many niggas, like, somebody done roasted Hillary Clinton? I remember that's been a roast. That's like niggas be roasting Hillary Clinton all day on SNL. Doing all that, man. They be talking about her like a dog. How many times we get into comedy shows and niggas be talking about just white men in general, white people in general. Like, they pick on them. I come from the Def Comedy Jam era. I come from the Comic View era, man. Comic View was niggas used to pick people out the crowd and get them. So it's like, man, I come from that era of you have to have tough skin. And white people, they used to pick on white people. They used to see a white dude and bum on a nigga. They be talking about his penis size. Talking about, oh, I gotta pee like this with the coagulant. Talking, making his voice sound like that. Oh, Bob, jump. All that stuff, man. You understand? You underdig me? And the white dude didn't get up one time. He laughed about it. Sometimes he might have been a little, apprehensive, a little ashamed, because they just stayed on bumming on him for a full 10 minutes. But he never got up there and smacked the nigga. And I'm talking about, he was talking about him while his wife was right there. You think he was going to get up and smack a nigga? Hell no. Again, if you the type of dude that thinks that's, like I heard Fat Joe saying that his wife is the type to be like, oh, to be talking about niggas, like, or he say she wants, let me rephrase, he say she wants the smoke, meaning that if she get into it with the clerk at McDonald's, she want Fat Joe to jump his ass, big ass over there and strap a nigga like he back and lean back like he back in the Terror Squad days. Don't do that in your older age. And I think he's smarter than that. See, but the reason, that's fine if your woman like that. But see, what Fat Joe do is regulate that. Sometimes the Lord put the yin and the yang together. I think he's more of the cooler head, to be honest. And he regulates that because he know that's a dangerous thing. Not only can she get herself killed, like, she might not come home and be able to tell you, or you might not be with her at the time. That's women all the time getting their kid beat up by dudes. Like, don't nobody know the Asian dude kicking these black women butt, and dudes kicking white women, white women getting they getting drugged out by security, nigga, big dudes dragging Karens out. Niggas don't curl. Don't curl, it don't matter. Like, women out of any woman acting out of pocket, men just in general are getting tired of that. You know, they not, you know, if you're gonna ask them to be risking their life, they not finna be bullied by women or be talked to crazy. You talking about disrespect, so they not gonna be disrespected by women. You can't have it both ways. But again, if you want, you know, in this society that we call, you know, civilized society, that you want to come and you want to, if you want to defend your family and you want to keep your, you know, keep your family from harm and stuff, keep them out of, number one, keep them out of the public eye. You know, keep your family, you the star, you be the superstar, and you keep your family there. Now, for, you know, that's it. Now, if you don't have tough skin, if you not, you know, if you want to hold it, if that's how you operate, if you at the point where you like, look, man, I know I'm a man. If a nigga talk about my woman or talk about my kids or something like that, man, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna go try to see about them. Keep them out the public eye, because it's inevitable. It's life. You know, and honestly, like I say, I'm not gonna tell nobody how to conduct themselves, but just know that when you do stuff like that, I said this to, I was, you know, I was talking to my brother and we was talking about the situation. It's like, and we understand this, like, you know, we come from a certain environment, but I know that once you get up, once you cause things to be physical, and you heighten the violence to a certain level, you better be ready to stand on it and just take whatever come with it. Like, you know, you could just, in a fight, a nigga can end up in an instance fighting, like I say, and hit his head or fall the wrong way or dude choke him too long, and that's it. Or a dude could do that, and, you know, and you could fight a dude, knock him down, like, and he not just game for that, you know, beat him down, and he's a coward, and you know, and he grab it, do like the dude, the O-Block dude, and that they had on and they shoot, and the dude just pull his gun out and shoot you. You know, that's why when you drop a nigga, you know, and you regulate him, you know, ain't no point to stick around. You know, and all I'm saying is that's fine. I'm not gonna tell you, you know, how to not do it. And sometimes you could do that. You know, dude press charges, you end up in jail. Sometimes, yeah, you can do that and you can kill them. Now you in jail on some con air stuff. And your woman still getting, you know, now she got to get with somebody else, live a whole new life. That happens. And how did that benefit you? Now you can't protect them in jail. You just gonna be in there like, oh well, I did it. And it's like, you just gotta assess these things. It's threat assessment. If you one of them dudes, like I say, who can't take a joke, who can't take and in turn, it's your wife is a reflection of you. So if you should be able to allow your wife should be able to take a joke. You should be able to take a joke about your family. You should just be able to take a joke. You really should. Like, if you can't, that should be classified. I think that is classified like it's something wrong. I don't know, like, what to tell you. You're not happy. And I think, you know, we know that money don't make people happy, none of them things. But look, all that be there is just for any dude, any man. Like I said, you could just be some dude walking down the street, just regular nigga on the block. And you got, and for his woman, nigga, he can't take a joke. He take himself too serious. And hey, what you say, nigga? Oh, what you about my woman? And like I said, if you know anything about women, man, you know how they can be. And I'm not trying to knock them. That's just their nature. Like, women are catty by nature. And as they get older, like, sometimes it improves, but sometimes it don't. And it's like, if for you as a man to be so controlled by let her control you with her emotions, and you in turn get you in your emotions, that's not a good thing, man. And lastly, you know, men in their emotions, men who like, that's what I'm saying. Lastly, men who are led by women, allow them to do that. I know it's a lot of men who just basically, I talk to people, you know, I work with people, and then you have niggas who will let they woman, they have they woman calling in, trying to handle their business. Have they woman speaking for them to handle, I'm talking about to handle real business, man business, to handle their personal, important business. They have they woman talking for them because they can't articulate themselves, or they can't, you know, don't know how to talk to other men or something like that. When you let your woman lead you, you in turn become the woman in a relationship. Red Supreme touched on something like that, so we already know what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. With that being said, it's your man, Nico B. I'm gone.